I think that there are very few people who start their day thinking, man, I cannot wait to look at my email program. And yet, email takes up a huge, disproportionate amount of our time. In this video, I'm going to show you my favorite email client. It's called Spark Desktop, and its AI tools have been able to make me so much more productive. I'm not sponsored by this company. I pay the monthly subscription to this company. I just could not live without using this program anymore. I'm David, and on this channel, I give tips for creatives like you to work better, more simply. So there are some other ways to get AI into your mailbox, and especially things like Claude and OpenAI. You can do a lot of this. But what I love about this is that the AI is integrated to the program. It speaks natural languages. You don't have to go anywhere except this program, and it's tied into the other things that this app can do as well. Over on my review channel, I just got this amazing HDMI monitor to work with my Sony cameras, and they came from a company called Portkeys. So let's say that I can't remember who I was working with at Portkeys and what I was talking about last. So I'm going to come over here to the AI, and I'm going to say, so who was I talking with at Portkeys? And just hit return. So I've been in touch with Hetty He, the brand manager at Portkeys. I reached out to her in late March after getting your contact information from Matt Johnson. So the cool thing is if I come over here and click the 1 or the 2 or the 3, these are like citation marks, they will actually open up the email. So I click on 1 and there is my original email. And it says, then it gives me some suggestions of what it might want me to do. Do you want the tracking number? Well, I have it here, so I don't need the tracking number, but let's say, sure, please give me that. And there was the tracking number for UPS for this package. Now, I got the package. It just came in today, and I want to thank her. So I'm going to say, please write to tell her that I got it and to thank her for sending it. So what it's going to do here is look at my correspondence. It knows the way that I write things because it can read my emails, and it's going to make a draft for me so I can send her the email. Down here at the bottom is the open draft button. I hit that. I open up the draft. Hello, Hetty. I wanted to let you know that the L87 monitor arrived. Thank you so much for sending it. I'm looking forward to getting into the studio and starting the testing process. I did not tell it to write that, but it knows that that is the kind of thing that I usually say. One thing it does that I don't like is it doesn't give me 2 line breaks between things, so I usually go back here and do it. And now all I have to do at this point is hit send, and the message is sent. Now let me give you another example. I also just did sponsored content with a company Ugreen that makes hard drives and NASA's and stuff like that. So I'm going to say, summarize all the conversations I had with Ugreen about the 3400 NAS. Now, that's not the full name of the product. I just put in the 3400 part because I want to see what it does. Here's the entire conversation. It found that it was called the DH4300 Plus. It gave me all of the information about the contacts I'd had with her. It gave me the information about the features on the NAS. These were all things I normally put in the database so I can make sure that I cover them when I'm doing the sponsor content. And it gives me everything about the affiliate links and the agency outreach. So fantastic. That's what I want. And the video is clear to go on March 27th. And I'm just going to say, check in again, make sure she saw the video, and tell her I'm looking forward to working with them again. And because it's AI, I don't have to spell this correctly, which is good because I don't spell things correctly a lot. A lot of the times I don't spell things correctly. Now, since it already had everything loaded, this took a lot less time to bring up from my prompt. So I'm going to say open draft here. And the interesting thing is I'm really happy about the way this turned out. That's because when I talked to her last and I was about to publish the video, I told her that I was really liking the video and I thought that she might also. Now, that enough would be alone for me to subscribe to this product, but it does a couple other things that I think are fantastic, which I'm going to show you now. Okay, so it's tied into your Google Calendar. So anytime I click on calendar, I can see my calendars. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different emails. So anything from any of those calendars would show up here in the calendar view. That's cool, but a lot of tools do that. But since I have AI, I can say add editing my Spark desktop video to my calendar. It will be tomorrow or 2 hours at noon. And it created that calendar appointment for me. I just hit create, and now it's here in my calendar. So all kinds of natural language things. So I also can do research. So tell me about the Ugreen D4300 Plus, what are its specs and price? Now, the pricing was probably not in an email. So what this is doing right now is going out and looking on the web. Now, since this is searching from the web, it is prone to hallucinations. That's not the processor that's inside of this. So just like any other AI, you have to check to make sure it's right. But it can go and search things for me, which is great because if somebody reaches out and they want me to review a product, I can just have it tell me what's interesting about the product and see if I want to do it on my channel. There's still a ton more to the program, but the final thing I want to show you is meeting notes, and this was the very first AI thing that it had. What it does is no matter what video or audio conference you jump onto, it will do transcriptions from AI. It's using AI in order to transcribe the conversation and then summarize the conversation. And I find this incredibly helpful because you get at the end of a video call and everyone's taking notes, and then you have to send the notes back and forth to make sure everybody knows what's going on. With this, I can generate the transcription, I can generate the meeting notes, I can send it right from here to people. I don't have to look at Zoom and try and get the transcripts from Zoom or Google to get the transcripts from a Meet. I can just do it all in here. So I'm going to hit Setup now, give it access to what I say. I have to open up the microphone settings. Okay, join my next meeting, start transcript, and share it with other participants. I'm going to pretend that this is a meeting right now. Okay, so now you can see up here that it shows that there's an ad hoc meeting going on, which means it wasn't in my calendar. It's just a meeting that I started. I'm not going to bring up Zoom or anything because you're looking at me on the camera. I don't need to do that. I'm going to talk for a couple of seconds and I'm going to see how this works. So what I want to do at the end of the day is I want to row my boat. I want it to be gently down the stream. I would like to row merrily, because I think that life is but a dream. And it's finished it that quickly. I've opened it up. Here is the summary. Here's the transcript. And if I'm going to send this to other people, I can put notes in here as well. You can find it at sparkmail.app. I will have a link to that below. Again, I don't get a commission or affiliate link or anything off of this. The Plus plan allows the AI to look as far back as a year. The Pro plan gives you forever in all of your conversations. So I could find things from emails 5-10 years ago. And then the rest of the things that the Plus plan is missing is features that you don't need unless you're doing multiple people working in the same organization anyhow. I pay for this yearly, so it's about $17 a month. If you want to do it monthly, it's $20 a month to do the Pro plan, $10 a month to do the Plus plan. This saves me so many hours a week. It pays for itself probably the first day of every month. Again, if you like these kind of real-world productivity tips that don't have fluff and don't have extra material in them, please like and subscribe below. I'm David, and I, for one, welcome our AI overlords.